Hi, this is Bipolar Scrapbooking. I'm trying to keep my voice low because it's 2:30 in the morning, and I purposely went to sleep at 8 o'clock so that I could wake up extra early because it's my only time to be able to scrapbook or do something for myself. So I'm happy to say that this video will be uninterrupted. Actually, I want to talk about Ambien. Okay, I was listening to the test or whatever they were talking about yesterday about Ambien and how bad this is and the effects it has. But I also noticed that they gave Ambien to a person that's never taken Ambien. That's one. And obviously didn't need it. Okay. Then they wake her up. Apparently she wasn't walking around. They wake her up 30 minutes later and tell her to go drive a car. Now, realistically, I don't think someone's going to really wake you up and tell you to go drive a car. And if you don't have a sleeping problem, you won't have that prescription. Okay, point made. I take zolpidem, which is the same thing as Ambien. I take it's 10 milligrams. I also take something called doxepin ER, which is 12.5 milligrams. Now, it may sound high for a lot of you that are watching this, but for me, it's what I need. It's what's worked for me for 2 years. Okay? So you've got to know yourself. And what I mean about that is when I first started taking Ambien, I realized I have real bad restless legs. And for me, Ambien at the highest milligram only lasts about 3 to 4 hours, and that's it. Then I wake up and I'm done. I can spend a whole day with no effects of less sleep. And the reason I take doxepin is to help me stay asleep. When I was only taking when I was taking the Ambien and the doxepin, which they have 10 milligrams of doxepin, what it did was throughout the night, my restless legs would have me flipping back and forth, and waking up and sleeping and waking up and sleeping. For any of you who understand that, it's very upsetting. And then you, throughout the day, not that you're tired, is that you're incredibly irritable, at least for me. I don't know about anyone out there. So, my point is, if you've never taken it, and it's not prescribed to you, then that test isn't true. That's not correct, and they shouldn't be slamming it because I've been taking it and it works for me. Something else too. Oh yeah, about knowing yourself. Well, with the Ambien, I know for me, it takes a good 15 minutes before it kicks in. So I'll take my medication, I'll take my Ambien and my doxepin, and then I may finish up doing the dishes. I'll take a good long shower, really nice and warm. I love to go to sleep with that body spray or perfume. I love it. And fix my bed before I get into bed and get my remote controls because I have to watch YouTube before I go to sleep. It's the way my husband finds me with the remote controls in my hand. It's like you have to have a routine. And it's the truth. You have to have a routine to go to sleep. You're not going to be getting up like that. It's ridiculous. And if it happens to others, I'm sorry. You have to have a routine. And I realized since I've stopped drinking alcohol, you know, every medication I take, it's working. Before, last year I was taking those medications and I was drinking alcohol. I kept thinking that I needed stronger medication, but that wasn't the case. As I needed to stop alcohol, and I did, and I'm truly amazed at how my mood changes have gone down drastically, how my needing Xanax all the time. It feels like I'm not addicted to it anymore, which I was before. I used to take 3 times a day. Now I take 2 times a day, but I'm able to leave it at 1 time a day or none. So, but that's me. And I believe it truly does make a difference between drinking alcohol, also what time you go to sleep, also any other medication you may be taking along with Ambien. Like I know I wanted to fall asleep a lot faster than what Ambien would do because I needed things instantly. So I would take maybe 3 Xanax, 0.25 milligram. And I would fall asleep quickly. The problem was that it affected my sleeping. And no matter how long I could sleep on Ambien and Doxepin, I'd wake up extremely irritable. So I understand I can't take Xanax. It doesn't work well with me. So, I hope this was informative. And if you haven't been prescribed Ambien and you don't have a problem with sleeping, then maybe you shouldn't take it and have someone wake you up 30 minutes afterwards and tell you to go drive. I don't know. I guess it's just me.